This is Doctor Who fandom's reaction to Terminus generally. Tragically so. What?
No, the last episode was great.
No, okay, yeah, I'm going to agree. I did enjoy the last episode. I've got some major reservations about it, though. Can we get the major reservations out of the way? I find it hard to believe that everything comes down to holding a metal lever. I do. I just do. I can't, you know, it's cute. There's a big metal lever. But it's a spaceship that can travel in time, apparently. What? Okay. I'm struggling. Do you remember the relevance of Terminus being at the centre of the universe, Lib?
No.
It created the universe.
How?
So I'm pretty sure...
I missed that bit.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure in episode 3, the notion is that Terminus could travel in time, went back in time, ejected some unstable fuel into the void, and that caused the Big Bang. Which is why, because Terminus is at the centre of the universe, if the fuel gets ejected again, then the universe gets destroyed.
I'd totally forgotten that.
Well, you see, fine, whatever, but that's massive. That's massive, that is, and that's just completely buried. So there was no need for that, but fair enough, whatever. I mean, I kind of think in the Doctor Who universe there should be, you know, by now, a reason. What is the thing that we have seen that caused the start of the universe? So it's Terminus, which is a great pity because the story's generally crap. I have to say, though, the whole let's sort out this crap hospital thing, I really do like. I really do like that. I think that's a really interesting thing. And why did they need Hydromel? Did they have the plague? And if they had the plague...
Yeah, if they didn't have it, they would all die.
But if they had the plague, why don't they just get cured with the radiation? And if Hydromel's a thing, why not? See, that flummoxes me. Then it turns out just by coincidence, oh, all right, Keith, you were trained by the same person I was trained by in the entire expanse of the universe. What a coincidence. I mean, I'm splitting hairs here. I really like the Garm. What a cutie matootie he is. We'll await a long time before another anthropomorphic dog. But it's well worth the wait, isn't it? Isn't it, Dusty? Anthropomorphic dog? Can't say fairer than that, can you? I feel deeply sorry for Tegan having bugger all to do in this story, apart from hit something and stop a rocket launch. What was that? Like, she literally just banged a desk and the rocket went, oh, all right, I won't launch, after all.
Yeah, I don't understand what happened.
That was just... You know, this is suspension of disbelief being ripped away. Then, if you're going to have a story in which you've got a companion who wants to kill the Doctor, please have the companion with the Doctor for some of the story. Instead of just ambling about in a flipping duct going, oh, should I kill the Doctor? I mean, I appreciate that some of this has been levered into place, but...
To be fair, I don't think the Doctor actually did... It doesn't strike me as like a leading man Doctor. He's not in control of anything.
That's a really fair...
I think he's the right millennial wuss, to be honest.
I think it's a very fair point. I mean, there's a lack of dynamism to Davison's Doctor that is problematic. And I think you could write around it. And I think Snake Dance is a fine example of that, how you can sculpt a story around that interpretation of the Doctor. That works. Black Orchid as well, for all its faults, that has some real strength in that regard. And even, you know, we've talked about Earthshock and things. I think that there's a story to be teased out of that. But in a story like this, which is so grim and unrelenting, you need your lead character to do stuff. And Davison's stuff that is given to do, let's be fair, is principally just wander around, you know, aghast at the horror of it all. The horror. But, I mean, Boar is one of the great unsung supporting characters of Doctor Who of all time ever. I'm having him up there with Bilal, back from Death to the Daleks, as being one of my favourite all-time supporting characters in Doctor Who. What an awesome dude he is. Let's have some new adventures spun off from him, if that's not happened already. What a legend. And now we've said goodbye to Nyssa. So, I mean, it's a really fitting goodbye for Nyssa.
I think that too.
Unusually so. Giving her a new role, something to do with her life that makes perfect sense with the character that's been built up. I really believe that. I absolutely adore the fact that her goodbye with Tegan takes place behind the Doctor's shoulders. Did you watch that?
Yeah.
As in, the Doctor was having his dialogue, and I knew what was happening. I didn't know whether you had worked it out.
Yeah.
But that moment where Tegan she tells Tegan, and then Tegan goes to walk away, and then Nyssa pulls her back, and that's beautiful. And I love that. I love that goodbye. And can we weigh in now? Are they lovers?
I wouldn't have said so. I think they're like sisters.
Yeah, I think that's fair. But the interpretation's there to be had.
What even made you think that?
The fandom.
Really?
Yeah.
Fan fiction, maybe.
No. I think that there's. No, I think I've got a.
Nothing that suggests they're anything more than very good friends.
Well, look. I'm a prudish, naive, 45-year-old idiot, but I do think that if that interpretation is there to be had, I think that's actually, well, not for you maybe, but
It's not there. It wasn't written there. You can't detect it. You can't be all just uber woke and go, well, there's two girls being friends. There must be lesbians.
No,
They're
I'm not.
It's completely fine to not be a lesbian.
And today's story, today's moral, children.
It's fine to be a lesbian. It's fine to not be a lesbian.
Today's moral is it is both fine to be and to not be a lesbian. I myself am Schrodinger's lesbian. But there we go. So, I mean, ultimately, that was an intrinsically disappointing Doctor Who story. The last episode was enjoyable, but as Lib said, that could have been a 2-episode story. That really, really could have been a 2-episode story, and it would have been great.
They should have had episode 3 as episode 1, episode 4 as episode 3, and maybe put an episode 2 in the middle to explain what the fuck all the loopholes.
Yeah, okay. So we've got a 3-episode story. You take Tegan and Turlough out.
No, then episode 4 is the sexual reunification of the lesbians that aren't there. There you go.
It's all got a bit of hype, hasn't it? I'm not down with that. Anyway, Terminus, that's fine. Listen, between you and me, people at home who know the sequence of Doctor Who stories, I'm so looking forward to the next one. So looking forward to it. I haven't seen it in years. Flipping love it.